Revolver is the last review I have for you today. This is pretty much about Jake Green, right? Jake Green, played by Jason Statham, who vows revenge on Ray Liotta's character in here. He is a crime boss who sent him to prison, but he beats Ray at a game and now puts a hit on Jake. And now he finds himself protected by these two guys, and I didn't give a crap about this movie whatsoever. I do gotta say, I do like that it has artwork on the inside, but that's not enough to save it. The movie itself is not all that great. It's just pretty piss poor. Voice crack. It's pretty piss poor. It's not really that enjoyable for me. Now, I just watched The Gentleman, and that's more of like a gangster crime boss movie, and with some comedy thrown in here. There is some comedy thrown in here as well, but it's not done as well. I'm not a huge fan of Guy Ritchie's two gangster crime boss films that I've seen, and that's this and The Gentleman. The Gentleman, it got more interesting as the last 40 minutes came around, and I was hoping it would be the same for this, but it never got to that point. I like the last 15 minutes, but that's not enough to save the movie. When you can't get me interested in a movie starring Jason Statham, one of my favorite action guys of all time, one of the best cheesy actors of all time, who gives his all, by God, I love almost everything I have seen him in. I do have a 4-pack back that I will be getting to this summer, but Revolver might be the one that I'm probably going to keep it because Jason Statham is in it, and I might want to give it another chance, but for the first time watch, I just didn't care about the story. Ray Liotta is a guy who's done a few gangster films, and I like gangster films. I really, really do. I loved The Irishman. I like Goodfellas, and I'm going to say it. I like Gotti. Gotti is not a good movie by any means, but it's not a bad movie either. It's a movie that is just, it's enjoyable for what it is, and I think that it was actually well done. Goodfellas, I need to give another watch to, because I only watched it once, and it was on the old Snapper Case DVD. I have the Blu-ray now, so maybe I will actually... Oh, and stunning 1080 remaster from a 4K scan. Okay, cool. So I'm going to be giving this one another watch very, very soon. I like gangster films. This one I didn't really care for. Jason Statham is fantastic, though. And Ray Liotta is good in the role, but Jason Statham is the reason to see the movie. But the story to me just didn't work out all that well. The action was well done, and it was just so much fun. So much fun. In the last 15 minutes, that is. The first, about 90% of the movie I could care less about. It'll be staying in the collection so I can give it another watch here in a few years. And if I don't like it then I will definitely be trading this one in or selling it. Or if you guys want to buy this movie off me, fine. Just hit me up and maybe we can talk here in a little bit, but I am probably going to keep this one anyways. There's my review of Revolver. It's the weakest film that I watched today, and I'm going to give Revolver a C-. The same grade I gave to Terminal, but Terminal and Revolver have one thing going for them, and that is their lead performances. Stay tuned later, because this week I will have reviews for multiple movies, including Pilgrimage, All the Money in the World, Side by Side, The Fly, and Secondhand Lines, and quite a few other films as well. Throwing in some Hallmark stuff. So let's meet back later this week. And this weekend I will be debuting a new segment on my channel called Does It Hold Up?, with the first one being Ready or Not. Check out my last video, the Blu-ray DVD update. See you next time.